my name's Anna, and today I wanted to take time to talk about all of the things that I love, things that I'm grateful for, and just spread love and appreciation for the existence that I'm a part of. I love the moon. I like the way that it looks, it brings me peace. I love the way trees rustle in the wind. I love when people are doing kind acts for others, whether they're seen or unseen. That's my favorite thing. Like when I see someone doing nice for someone else and they're not necessarily gaining anything in return, the act of gratitude, the act of doing something for someone else is something that I just love. I love the sun. I love how warm it makes me. I love the light that it brings the world. I love microcosms. So, like, I love watching little ants or birds, animals, and the way that they interact with each other. I love watching them. So, I have a little kitty cat named Tibbers, and sometimes when she hasn't seen me in a second or I'm bringing her in from outside, she does this little like trot when she's excited to come and see me, and I absolutely love that because it just makes me so excited that she is excited to see me. I love when friends or people that I know and I'm acquainted with tell me that they were thinking about me. They don't have to do anything for me. I don't mean like thinking about you like I got you this present because I was thinking about you. I just mean literally someone else thinking about me and reminiscing about something I said or our relationship or the fact that they know me. I love when someone has thought about me and then shares that they were thinking about me. It just makes me feel loved. I love the way books smell. Like if you've just gone to the library and then you just smell a book, smells so good. I love sitting on the grass, being in contact with the earth and the ground. I love textures. I love different textures and the way things feel. I love soft things, rough things, bristly things, just all types of different textures, bumpy things, smooth things. Textures are fun. I love the smell of a fire, specifically like a campfire or something. The way wood smells when it's burning is very enjoyable. I love giving presents. I love giving someone a surprise that they were not expecting, and then to see them smile or their face light up because it's something they really wanted, or the fact that they were even thought of. I just love giving presents. I love seeing someone smile. I love when I feel wanted. I love when someone enjoys my company and tells me that they enjoy being around me. I love when people say that they enjoy my perspective, that they appreciate my thoughts and my feelings. I really enjoy that. I love when people share something that makes them happy, that makes them excited. I feed off of that excitement. I thoroughly love talking about things that you're interested in and learning more about you and the things that interest you. I really enjoy that. Hugs! I love hugs. I love feeling warm and wrapped up and just squished. I love the sound of a hard storm, like a hard rain. I live in the southern states right now, and when it rains here, it rains hard and the air is thick with humidity. And I enjoy the way that it sounds when it's just an onslaught, an onpour for hours. Like it will rain really hard for a long time here, and I really like that. I love the way the grass smells when it rains. A chemical reaction is occurring when the grass gets wet after it hasn't been wet for a long time, and I love the release of that smell. Very enjoyable. I love talking with people about their thoughts and their feelings. When someone is sharing the way that their perspective, their thoughts, their feelings about literally anything at all, that is enjoyable conversation for me. I truly enjoy understanding how other people think, other people's perspectives, and what's going on with someone else. Singing, dancing, music, love that. I love doing art, I love whittling, I love writing, I love rock climbing, I love painting, drawing, playing instruments. I love going on long walks, like swimming. I love to cook. I love experimenting in the kitchen. I like when the food is good. I like to play around with different food items, meats, vegetables, liquids, all different types of things. Spices. I just enjoy cooking. It's super fun. I love learning. I love doing research. I write research papers just for myself, just because doing research, learning, becoming educated about different topics, and then writing a paper about the things that I've learned, so that those things are like in my brain and I remember that I like learned about those things, is super enjoyable for me. I don't publish my research papers anywhere. I'm just writing them for myself so that I can remember the things that I've learned, and then look back on the things that I have researched, and then if I acquire new information, check that against the old information that I have and update my research papers, or just learn as a whole, become more knowledgeable about the space that I exist in. I love when people are enjoying themselves, when someone else is happy, when someone else is vibing, when someone else is like having a good time, I'm having a good time. I love being horizontal. So I like when I'm laying down. I like when I am on even footing. My head is at the same elevation as my feet, flat. I really enjoy that. Very relaxing, no stress. I love horsies. Horsies are great. I've been around horses a lot during my childhood and my young adult period, and I love them. I love a big animal in general, big animals, all animals, but I love big animals, rideable animals, top tier. I love herbs. I love utilizing natural and holistic approaches to medicine. Ayurvedic, traditional Chinese medicine, all types of herbal awareness and medicinal remedies are things that I'm interested in, and I have been studying that for an extended period of time to learn how to coexist even more harmoniously in the world that I live in. I like to build things. I like to work with my hands, if you can't already tell with all of the things that I like to do, but I really enjoy working with wood, nails, screws, building something, and shaping ideas from my mind into a physical form. I like to be silly. I like to have fun and just be kind of stupid. I like to go on adventures. I like to go walking and just get lost. Not literally, because that's not safe, but I like to just explore and interact with the world that I live in. I really enjoy being around old people, not like all the time, and not old people that are not cool in terms of like disrespectful to other people, but I love listening to older people talk about their lives, especially their experiences and their life story. I think it's really cool to get another perspective, especially from someone that has so much more experience being alive than I do. I think that's super cool. And going in with that, I also enjoy learning about old myths and legends and ancient stories, fables, things of that nature. Like ancient. Like when people used to tell stories, and you had oracles, which were people, or like you had oral history, like stories being passed down like forever. That is just super interesting to me. I love to understand the history that gets imbued into these stories, trying to preserve their culture and the information that was important to them. And then I also really enjoy the way that it changes over history, because every time you tell a story, it's like telephone. Someone gets something different based on their perspective and what they understood from the story. And I think that whole process is super interesting and lends itself to learning about the human interaction over time. I like the way skin smells when you take off a Band-Aid. I think that's a really neat thing. Skin that's just kind of been there and sitting in its own sebum smells interesting to me, and I like that. I like secret rooms, passages, gardens. Anything that's like a secret little hidey hole is super cool to me. The fact that, and I think it really goes into the fact that someone had to think about that and plan ahead for having this secret space and then making it look like it's not really there. That's very fun to me. I like bubbles. Bubbles are cool. Bubbles make me excited, and I love the way that they look. I like the way that they refract light. I like the way that light is refracted on a lot of different things. The way light refracts on different objects is something that's enjoyable to me. I like water. So I love water. I love lakes, bodies of water, small little puddles of water. Water in general is just super cool, and I like its consistency. I've talked about textures already, but I really enjoy soft things. Anything and everything that is soft, I want to be a part of that. I love soft everything. Soft things make me feel safe. I love abandoned places, abandoned houses, abandoned castles, abandoned shopping malls, anything that's abandoned. I don't like it in principle, like you destroyed the earth just to leave it, not that kind of thing. I just love that it's abandoned because it's like the air of mystery. If I could know what those walls have seen, like the fact that the house has a story, or the dwelling and building has knowledge that surpasses what I can know and will never be able to understand, is very interesting to me. I love most instruments. I love the way instruments sound. It's super great to listen to instruments. But I specifically have a soft spot for violins. Just anything that has a violin vibes with me. I love violins. And I love fruit. So I love eating fruit. Fruit in general is pretty great. It's a natural sweet thing, and I love eating fruit. So I think I could go on and on and on like forever. This is like not an exhaustive list of everything I love forever, but I just really wanted to spend Valentine's Day, or like this season, this spring season, appreciating things, writing a list of all of the things that really I love and that move me and make me feel just very happy to exist and be alive in this world. I love you. Have a good day.